Bore da bow, good morning. Welcome to Monday. Hope you all had a lovely weekend. More snow again yesterday, which was very exciting, and woke up this morning and it's all disappeared, it's all melted. But I hope you had a lovely weekend. So here we are again at Monday. So I'm going to wanted to record this week's assembly, and we're going to go back and think about our values. So I'm just going to share my screen with you. Okay, hoping everyone can see that from your side. So our Monday assembly is normally linked around values. I know last week I went off and talked a little bit about worries because that's really, really important. And I'm still trying to record the assembly that I was trying to last week with the video. Still having IT issues, but we will get there. So just a reminder as well about our mission statement. Our mission statement is to be kind, be ambitious, and be the best you can be. And as I keep saying, that's all we're asking of you at the moment, is to be the best you can be. And your best will be different to somebody else's best, but we just want you to be the best that you can be. If you think about our school values, through the autumn, we thought about respect and kindness, and we thought about how we can be respectful and what that looks like, and also how we can be kind and what that looks like. This half term now, first half of spring, we're focusing on hard work and effort. Next half term, we'll be thinking about collaboration and working together. And then in the summer, we'll be thinking about honesty and trust and aspiration. And as I keep saying, just because we're focusing on hard work and effort for this half term doesn't mean to say our other school values go out the window. They're still really, really important. It's just that this half term, we're focusing on this one so we can really understand it and understand what it looks like for us, particularly at the moment where we're not in school. So I've talked to you quite a bit actually over the last few weeks about hard work and effort. And at the moment, we are really working hard and really having to put a lot of effort in because things are so different and things are a challenge and it is tricky, okay? But everybody's working hard and everybody's trying their best. So if you remember, we talked about the iceberg illusion, that sometimes we see success or we see people that have been successful in lots of different ways. And what we might see is we look and think, okay, that person's successful or that person's done something really, really well. And very often what we don't see is the hard work and the effort that's gone into that. So you're going to be thinking a little bit more about that today. And if you remember as well, last week or the week before, we talked about your comfort zone and pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone because that's where the magic happens. And I also did the assembly introducing our CSP model, our comfort, stretch and panic model. And I know lots of you teachers have been talking about this within your live lessons, and we'll talk a lot more about it when you're back in school as well. But remember, if you're on green and you're in your comfort zone and not being challenged, that means your brain isn't growing. It means you're not learning anything new. You need to be pushing yourself and stretching yourself into that stretch zone so that your brain has a chance to learn and your brain has the chance to grow, just like a muscle. And if you remember as well, we talked about some famous people that you might know, such as Walt Disney, who's responsible for all the Disney films and the Disney, like Disney World and Disneyland. Steve Jobs is responsible for Apple and iPhones and iPads and everything else. J.K. Rowling, who's written Harry Potter. Albert Einstein, who's a famous scientist, responsible for so many discoveries and so many parts of history. And today we're going to be focusing on Lionel Messi. And Lionel Messi is a footballer, so I'll come back to him in a second. But these are all examples of famous people who have shown that growth mindset, which means pushing themselves, learning from mistakes, really pushing themselves into stretch zone. And these are also examples of people who have really pushed themselves out of their comfort zone. Because if these people had stayed within that comfort zone, we wouldn't have iPads and iPhones, and we wouldn't have Harry Potter. So it's outside of your comfort zone. That's where the magic happens. So I did say a few weeks ago that we'd be going back to learn a little bit more about some of these. So I want to share with you today a little bit about Lionel Messi. And Lionel Messi, for those of you who don't know him, is a footballer, and he's a very famous footballer, and he's a very good footballer, from what I understand. I can't say I'm a football fan, but I've been told he's very, very good. So I thought today we'd just have a little look at some lessons from him. And we've got 8 success lessons from Lionel Messi. Because again, on the surface, you might look and think, yeah, he's really good at football. He's really talented. What you don't see is the hard work and the effort and the determination that's gone in to get him where he is today. It isn't his talent that's got him there. It's his hard work and effort. So these are all quotes and things that Lionel Messi have said. and the lessons that he's learned over time that he's learned to get him to where he is today. So number one is fight for what you believe in. And his quote was, you have to fight to reach your dream. You have to sacrifice and work hard for it. Now, that doesn't mean physically fight. It means to work hard and put the effort in. So you have to fight to reach your dream. You have to sacrifice, which means to give things up, and work hard for it. So what that means is if you have a dream, you have to work hard to achieve it. Success will not come easy. There's a price to pay and you must be willing to pay it. And that's not talking about money. It just means paying in effort and determination. Most people are not successful because they are not willing to do what it takes to produce the extraordinary results. And that's what he's learned. That's what's got him where he is today. Yes, he's talented. Yes, he's very good. But that's not what's made him as successful. His success has come from his hard work and his effort. So lesson number 2, success takes time. So his quote was, it took me 17 years and 114 days to become an overnight success. Now, obviously, 17 years and 114 days isn't an overnight success. He's being sarcastic, isn't he? He's being funny. What he's saying is that he's successful. And yes, it might look like that happened quickly, but actually it took 17 years and 114 days. It's very specific. And what that means is success is a long-term process and it is not something that you can achieve overnight. So if you have a dream and you work hard for a day and you think, oh, I've done it now. No, that's not how it works. You have to keep working hard and keep persevering. That word I keep coming back to. So lesson number 3, improvement is always possible. And Lionel Messi was quoted as saying, the day you think there are no improvements to be made is a sad one for any player. Now, obviously, he's talking about football players there, but that's the same for anybody. Improvement is always possible, no matter how good you are at something or how successful you are or how high at the top of your game you are. You can always improve all the time. All the time. One of my quotes on my wall is never stop learning, for when we stop learning, we stop growing. And that's what it's about. It's not that we come to school to learn and when you finish school, that's it, we stop learning. You keep learning and you keep improving. And Lionel Messi has learned that along the way, which is why he's as good as he is now. Number 4, don't ever chase the money. So his quote was, money is not a motivating factor. Money doesn't thrill me or make me play better because there are benefits to being wealthy. I'm just happy with the ball at my feet. My motivation comes from playing the game I love. If I wasn't paid to be a professional footballer, I would willingly play for nothing. Because I think we do, don't we? We look at footballers and think, oh, they've got loads of money and they paid so much money. But that's not why they do it, or that's not what's got them there. They still have to work hard and they have to put a lot of effort in. They have to sacrifice a lot to be as good as they are. So what that means is stop chasing the money. Money is just the score from living your dream. It is a byproduct from your achievements. The real winning comes from your progress. As long as you are moving forward every day, you will eventually reach your goals. So it's not all about money. Yes, we all like to think, yeah, we'd like to be rich, but it's not all about money. So Lionel Messi's advice, don't ever chase the money. Lesson number 5. Don't forget what's most important to you. And he was quoted as saying, there are more important things in life than winning or losing a game. Now, you might think, oh, that's strange coming from a very successful football player. But actually what he's realised is that there are more important things than football. And what this means is never let this happen to you. Yes, winning is important, but you cannot win all the time. And winning is not the only thing you have in life. Always be grateful for what you have and appreciate those around you or those who are around you. So it's not just about winning all the time. It's about being successful and making progress, but actually focusing on the other things in life as well. Lesson number 6, remember that it's not all about you. So Lionel Messi was quoted as saying, when the year starts, the objective is to win it all with the team. Personal records are secondary. And what that means is always focus on winning as a team instead of it being a one-man show. Put your main priority on your team's objectives rather than your own personal mission. This is how your team can grow and move forward. So obviously at the moment when we are working on our own because you're at home or we can't be together. But when you are part of a team, and this isn't just for football, you might be in any sort of team. And it's about making sure that you're working together because you're only ever as good as the team. Lesson number 7, Always give everything you've got. And you might often hear people say, give 110% effort. Well, we know 100% effort is the best we can give, but actually you've got to try and give that little bit more. Give 110% effort. So Lionel Messi was quoted as saying, there's no doubt, it's certain that I will be 100%. So Lionel Messi knows no matter what he's doing, whether it's in training or playing a game, he's always going to give 100%. And if you hear somebody saying to you, give 110%, that means to give that little bit more. When you think you've given enough, give a little bit more. So you have to trust yourself and believe in your dream. And when you have doubts, you will never put in your 100%. So believe in yourself and give it your all. People who truly believe in their dreams are willing to do whatever it takes because they know that their dreams will come true somehow. And this makes them pour in their 100% and give it their best effort. And obviously that's our value for this half term. And we are having to put in a lot of effort at the moment, and it's hard, but keep going because you will get there. And then lesson number 8, learn to accept your failures. So Lionel Messi was quoted as saying, sometimes you have to accept you can't win all the time. And this fits beautifully in with our marvellous mistakes board. We all fail at some time. Lionel Messi fails, J.K. Rowling fails. There's so many people who fail, but actually it's about what you learn from that and how you respond to that that's most important. So nobody can win all the time. Sometimes you make more progress and learn more from losing and experiencing failure. You don't have to feel frustrated or upset when you fail. It is just part of the cycle. You cannot have the sunshine every day. And when you win, work hard and continue to move forward. And when you lose, work even harder and learn from your mistakes. Okay, everybody makes mistakes all of the time. It's how we respond to them that matters. But most importantly, it's those people who are willing to look at their mistakes and stop and think, okay, I made a mistake. Doesn't always feel very nice, but what can I learn from it? What can I do differently this time? And how can I move forward? And even Lionel Messi says that. So see, I'm not lying when I tell you it is important. So going back just to finish off then with our iceberg illusion, that's what we see. So for Lionel Messi, we see his success. We might look at him and think, yeah, he's a very rich, famous footballer. What we don't see is the dedication he puts in, the hard work, the discipline. He probably gets up early and trains and works really hard. Disappointment, the failure we talked about, the sacrifice, the time we've had to give up. And I'm sure he has to eat a certain way, you know, he can't always eat what he wants. The failure he's experienced, but most importantly as well, the persistence. And that persistence links to perseverance. They're both very long words. What they mean is keeping on, and keep trying your best. So boys and girls, we know how difficult things are at the moment. And it's getting harder week on week. I'll just stop sharing my screen. Oh, I have. It's getting harder week on week, and mums and dads, we know that. We appreciate that, and we know you're trying your best. So just keep doing your best. Some days you might only do one task. Other days you might feel more motivated to do more. But just keep trying your best and doing what you can and when you can. And just remember to stop comparing yourself to others, because your best will be different to somebody else's best, because we're all in different situations. And just remember, we're here to help in any way we can. So please get in touch. Have a lovely week, everybody. I'll see you now on Friday for Celebration Assembly. Keep working hard, keep trying your best, and keep being the best you can be. Bye, everyone.